Special Forces units around the world have trusted EOTECH optics on their guns. JB, you guys went from EOTECH and added the Vudu line of Riflescopes. Pretty high-end stuff that you brought out a few years back.
Yeah, we did in 2016. Great line of Riflescopes. We wanted to stick with the quality and the dependability, the performance of our holographic sights. So the Vudu X is a modification of that Vudu line.
Okay, so these are kind of the Vudu line, really great stuff. This is, let's give people something maybe perhaps a little bit more affordable, maybe a little bit simpler for shooters, for hunters.
Yeah, we feel we left a lot of the performance features in there, but we just did it a little bit different way. If you look at the 1-6, you know, it's capped windage and elevation as opposed to maybe locking turrets that we've had in some others. The rheostat dial still gives you 10 brightness settings and an off position between each one, but it's different than our button system. So we carried a lot of the legacy Vudu characteristics when you can want to count on them, but we just did it in a slightly different way. And
the one I have is a 2-to-12 power, which a lot of times you don't see that magnification range in a scope like this.
Yeah, we wanted to work off of 6x erectors. It's not to say we won't do different things in the Vudu X line, but we wanted to stick with that. It's usually a slightly higher performing erector assembly than the 4 or a 3 that you typically see.
I like being able to go all the way down to 2, and this magnification switch is pretty easy to use.
Very easy, but we do include that throw lever that's removable to really get a good purchase and really spin that thing fast.
Okay, a couple different options for you, 1-to-6, 2-to-12 in the Vudu X line of Riflescopes.
The duplex reticle is very simple, it's crisp, and it's clear. But what makes the Vudu X line less expensive or more economical? Well, the duplex reticle, for one. It's less work, it's less busy, it's just a duplex reticle. The other thing is that it's a second focal plane scope, which means it's not first focal plane. That in and of itself is a tremendous amount of cost. Every scope I have doesn't have to be first focal plane, especially with a duplex reticle. One of the things I've been truly impressed with is this scope's ability to track. Now it is a half MOA, 1/2 inch at 100 yards click on the turrets. When I was zeroing this gun, it truly moves exactly 1/2. So I'm at 50 yards, which means I'm 1/4 inch per click. I've already got my first round downrange on center. I'm gonna move 4 clicks up, and I'm just gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna track up that target so you can see how quality this scope is. So I'm gonna come up 4, and I'm gonna fire again. Tracking right up the target. Almost on the lines. One last one. That is phenomenal performance from an economically priced optic, the Vudu X line. If you want a good scope for hunting with a simple duplex reticle that's a little bit lighter and it's not going to break your bank, this is quality.
To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.